Hello my friends, and welcome to Tom's Tinkering and Adventures. And I'm here in Tom's Tinkering and Adventures Global Domination Headquarters, my garage. And just working on my bike after the trip. I stripped it all down the other day, went through all my stuff, so if you haven't seen that video, it's posted on my site here. And then I spent pretty much the whole afternoon just kind of slowly cleaning it, and I got a pretty good product done on it, but still got a lot of little detailing to get done. Now, I'm not the most detail-oriented guy when it comes to cleaning bikes. I have a bunch of dirt bikes right now. What do I got? 3 of them right now. I get this Honda that I recently picked up, and then there's a Husqvarna under that cover and a KTM under that cover. And I guess you could even count my little Honda Trail Frankenstein there as well. Now, when I go out riding the dirt bikes and bring them home, I usually just put the hose on it, knock off most of the big chunks, and maybe rub a rag dipped in some soap around on it a little bit, but I don't get it too detailed all that often. Maybe once a year I might strip the bike completely down and detail it. And it's the same with this Yamaha Rhino. This is my wife's latest toy that I got for her last season. See the nice pink tribal graphics on it now. She likes to take this thing out and go riding in the desert, and you can see like the wheels still plenty dirty. I just knock the big chunks off of it most of the time because I know that we're gonna go back out and get it dirty again. But then again, I have some friends who are really great at this stuff. They keep their equipment just immaculately clean. Now, I'm a mechanical guy, so I like to keep things mechanically going, but I'm not always the best at keeping things looking good. So on that note, this is my nicest bike I got in the garage, and as you can see, it cleaned up pretty good. Not bad. There's gonna be a lot of little things on it that are just gonna bug me, and I am going to end up putting this up on the lift and taking it all the way apart. I mean, I'm gonna wanna go through the forks. Both of my fork seals were leaking a little bit on my trip due to riding on the Dempster Highway. And I used an old trick where you pop down this dust cover, and then, now the old trick is to use a piece of camera film. Now, who the hell has a piece of camera film anymore? Not very many people, not even photographers for the most part have that anymore. So I used a business card, and you put the business card flat on here, and then you sneak it past the fork seal. This is not the fork seal, this is a dust seal. The fork seal is up inside of here. So you put it flat and then sneak it past the fork seal and go around it as much as you can, and it cleans any dirt out of the fork seal. And surprisingly enough, I have tried that trick several times, but surprisingly enough, it fixed not only my leaky fork seal, but also Ken's as well. Both of his were leaking pretty bad, and I didn't think it was going to work, but it did. But for today, one of the things that has annoyed me are these exhaust pipes here. Now, this is all just caked on mud and dirt from the Dempster Highway. This whole area looked like a pottery barn going on in here when I got back, and there's still a lot of dirt in there. I did a little bit of cleaning, but I mean, I'd have to get in there with a toothbrush and some soap and maybe some degreaser. But you can see some of this stuff kind of cleaned up. Like this hose was all the same color. Everything under there should end up being kind of a dull black instead of the gray that it looks like. Hey, look at this right here. You can see that it's still very dirty there, but everything looked like that on the front. There's still little chunks. There's a little piece that's still dirty right there. Lots of this under here. And like I said, I'm not I'm not one who cares a whole lot about stuff like that, but it's just gonna make me a little bit crazy. So, and you know, I'm trying to get a little bit better at getting detail oriented, so I'm gonna give her a shot. So today, I'm gonna try cleaning these head pipes a little bit. And first couple things I grabbed was some steel wool. I got this coarse steel wool, which I can't remember what the designation on that is, but then I got this super fine steel wool, which is quad 0. Maybe this is called 0. I can't remember. This is 0, 0, 0, 0, quad 0. So I am going to get started on a little bit here, and then I'll get a little bit of video of this exciting action. Things shouldn't get too out of hand. I've got a cold beverage to keep me occupied, but we'll see how she turns out. So I just started just a second before I started the video here, and you can kind of see it's already doing something. Had to even look on the video. It looks better on the video. Okay, let me get a little bit more going and I'll start again here. So this is after about 5 minutes of work. It looks a little bit better. I'm gonna try the, that's with the coarse steel wool. So let's try a little bit of this fine steel wool. See if it helps polish this out a little bit. It appears that it will. It's just going to take plenty of elbow grease to make it work. But as I stated, I'm not that detail-oriented guy that some folks are as far as keeping things looking perfect. And for the most part, I'm going to be pretty pleased with the way it already looks in comparison to being all baked on with dirt. Especially since this bike is going to be used for more adventures. So if I get it too nice, it'll just make me really sad about taking it off-road and in the dirt and the mud and in all the cool places I want to go. But I think with just a little bit more touch up, especially on this crossover area right there, for the most part, I think I'm going to be happy with it as it is right now. It looks better, and better is what we're going to go for. Just like this side panel here, this thing, I washed it a couple times and then I had to really get in there. You can see like, yeah, right there, still some dirt. So some of this stuff is just baked on dirt, and it's gonna just take a while, especially up underneath in there. Look at that, I didn't even see that before. There it is, dirty up under there. But until I take it completely apart, I'm not gonna be able to get all that stuff done. I'm more concerned about why the hell I still got ants visiting me here on my bike. I don't get it. I don't know what they're after. I washed the bike. Ant trail here is reduced. Still a little ant trail there. I get this bait here to hopefully reduce them a little bit more, but look at them, they're still even on my jacket. Those ants. If I could teach them how to clean the bike, I'd have something here. But anyway, for the next couple days, I'm gonna be doing stuff like that and just getting out and enjoying, you know, riding some of the other items I got around here. This little green scooter is an absolute hoot to ride. I just took it around the block before I started on this video. because I was feeling kind of crappy today. And if you feel like that, you get on a scooter and it just changes your whole demeanor. So if anyone has any tips on cleaning up bikes, cleaning items that you use that worked really well in the past, or anything along those lines, feel free to comment. I'd love to hear about it, because I've been using soap and water and a little bit of Simple Green. I don't like that stuff a lot on the bikes, because it kind of leaves like it fades stuff out, I think, when I use it. Maybe I'm using it too strong, but if you got any hints, send them my way. Thank you very much for watching. Get out there and find your adventure. Adios.